Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20.
Match by 4. I got you. I got you.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, check it.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his third season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G.
To throw, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Just like that. Check.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Check.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third and short yardage. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I don't think you got it.
Brady now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
No, 66. Catch it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go Bandit.
Here's Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught. It's a gain of 34. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
29. Alpha.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and run it with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Prescott, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 50. Check 50.
Greystone, travel.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Wait, 28.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch 54. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Everybody, kill.
Patsy.
Everybody, go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Everybody, go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
4 down. Check. 45.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Alert flare.
Hey, Alabama. Bravo.
45 to Mike. Let's go one more. 45.
Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
First down, Cowboys. They were going to 53.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Check 25. Alert! Smith. 54. Mike 54. And Shadow.
On 3rd down, Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Brady. Dorsett's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Switch.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Dante Hightower on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Alpha. Regular.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ozzy, alert!
Throwing now is Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Double tight. Hey, you got 3 down. 3 down. Hey, 66.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
53 lead now. Go bandit.
Brady going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brashad Perriman, 79 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
38 yards on the scamper there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Hey, Echo!
45. Let's go.
To throw again. Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
46.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, it's caught. Cooper. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? He did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From midfield, here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Watch the back. Hey, check back.
Hold 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Elliott on 1st down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54, line in. Check 26, check 26. Shot
Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
to 52.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the
26.
Prescott to throw this time. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he's going to go down again. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer. Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Rip.
45 with the mic.
We own them. We own them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady got a man. It's Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
They start the drive with White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the greatest accomplishment in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be effective in the league. That's how good he is.
So for the Patriots, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day